Hey everybody, my name is Fanna Easter. We are talking about how to teach your dog to come to you. This is going to be the last installment, and honestly it's probably the most difficult for your dog. This is going to be teaching your dog to come to you with distractions. There's a reason distractions are left last when you're adding and you're teaching a behavior, is because distractions are tough. And think about it, even with us, if you're writing and maybe writing an essay or something, or even say reading a book, and all of a sudden you hear a loud sound, you're gonna look, you're gonna respond, and it's really hard to collect yourself and go back to continue reading or writing what you were talking about. So there's a reason distractions are last. We want to build that behavior so it's super strong in amount of time. So let's talk about distractions. Distractions are tough, but I want you to start adding distractions slowly. A lot of times people will add distractions really quickly and really fast, and what ends up happening is that the behavior falls apart. So please make sure that you follow the recommendations in this video so that you ensure that your dog's recall to you or come to you stays intact and stays really strong. So the first thing that we want to do is that I want you to keep practicing, and it's time to bring in more friends. And this is perfect where you can invite your friends over and have pizza and beer and say, hey, by the way, while you're coming in the front door, I've got my dog and I just need to do a little bit of practicing. So when we're talking about distractions, I've got a little bit of video that I want to show you. I'm practicing with Sobek, my Rottie, outside. First off, I'll let you know what distractions are out there. It's hot. It is like, I think probably 100 degrees in Nashville, Tennessee that day, and even today. And you can see he's moving pretty slowly because it's hot. Second, I live in the city, and you're gonna hear noise. And I could not have asked for better noise. We actually had a scuffle between people that are in traffic that are right there at the corner of my house. You can hear them, and so it was really good distractions, especially the guy screaming hey. And then I even take food and throw it the opposite way and still call him to me, and he ignores it. Come, good boy. Come on. So now you've actually seen the video of Sobek coming to me when called, and you can see the distractions, and I hope you enjoyed the little scuffle between truck drivers at the red light. I couldn't have asked for better, but this happens all the time, and we even have helicopters and all kind of really weird things happen here downtown Nashville. So, but your homework. There's really not a lot of homework, or I shouldn't say not a lot of homework, there's just not one specific item for you to work on. But what I do want you to do is continue practicing your dog coming to you. Okay, so one, I want you to continue calling your dog same way that you saw calling your dog into the yard with you. I want you to continue playing puppy ping pong. There's a video there on how to do puppy ping pong. I want you to continue just randomly calling your dog in the backyard. You can click, treat, and then send them back out into the yard, which could be another part of a reward where they can continue playing. Because sometimes dogs will like, I really don't want to come in because every time I come in, it ends the play. And we don't want our dogs to kind of start to assuming that's what's going to happen. When in doubt, always stop, drop, puppy, 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 okay? A lot of times, you guys will be working on your recalls and doing really, really good job. And then a year later, you're like, man, there was just this deer. My dog would not come to me, and I didn't know what to do, and I kept calling him and calling him and calling him, and he's like, no, I'm gonna go to the deer. When in doubt, stop, drop, puppy, puppy, puppy. This is how it's used. It's your emergency recall. Also, too, many times I'm asked, well, I have 2 dogs at my house. How do I get them both to come in? Well, I'm the same way with Stella and Sobek. And what I do is the first one in gets the treat. I know. The second one's like, what just happened? Sobek got the treat, Stella, because you didn't get here fast enough. You better believe they get back quick and fast. So I reward the one that gets there the fastest. Also, too, if you have one dog that comes inside and the other one's still in the yard, like, I just don't want to come in, close the door, leave a gap about that much, and have a party inside. Yay, food, treats. The other dog that came to you is going to get super reinforced for coming to you. Food, treats, yay, happy, happy, happy. Then turn around, look out your door, and I'm pretty much 99% promise you the other dog's looking at you like, what's going on? Can I come in? And then when they come in, you can click and you can treat, okay? Again, never punish. When they come to you, you always want to reward that. You can do this with multiple dogs. At one time, I've had 4 dogs, and I would reward maybe the first 3 in the door, or the first 2, or the first 1. It just kind of depends. So I want you to keep practicing. And if at any time the behavior kind of falls apart, you call your dog and they're not coming to you, I want you to come back, start back at the first series, and go back through that. And I want you to go through each step and teach the behavior again, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Many of you are gonna ask, when can I teach my dog to be off leash and come to me? That's the ultimate goal, as you saw the big deep breath. Personally, I show always on leash because where I go, and pretty much every state that we've lived in has a leash law. So all dogs should always be on leash, hence I'm always practicing on a leash. When my dogs are off leash, they are pretty much in the backyard. Now, if you want to take this behavior and you have 40 acres and you want to teach your dog to come to you at the end of the 40 acres, which is kind of hard for them to hear you, but just kind of as an example, it's the same premise, the same way that you're teaching ping pong or even off leash in the yard. If your dog is pretty far away, you can even use a whistle. So you can even think of using the whistle in place of the puppy, puppy, puppy. Does that make sense? So puppy, puppy, puppy will go away. Now this probably take a couple of weeks to teach. Puppy, 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 whistle, come, back to you, all right? So don't expect this to happen in 7 days because now they're off leash and there's a whole lot more distractions that you don't see or even smell. So again, puppy, 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 the whistle, come. Eventually, I'd say probably after a few weeks, it'll just be the whistle, come, dog comes to you, you feed for plays. If at any time you whistle and your puppy or your dog looks at you like, I don't know what you want, go back to pairing, puppy, 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 the whistle, all right? And try that. All right, good luck. Always follow your leash laws, please, please, please. I know I do. And be really considerate about having dogs off leash in some areas. Remember, not all dogs are out in the park are dog friendly. And it's very frustrating. I've been there having a dog that can be reactive to other dogs and a strange dog just comes running up to my dog. Honestly, that can set me back a year with all of the behavior work that I've put into the dog. So when in doubt, always keep your dog on leash when you're in any kind of public place. Okay, let's be polite, pet parents. Thank you.